Good morning, students. IPM International School and College welcomes you to your I Learn Commercial Studies class. I, Miss P. Singer, today will be teaching you the third chapter of Commercial Studies, that is Profit and Non-Profit Seeking Organization. In this segment today, we'll be studying about the different types of non-profit organizations. So the first type of non-profit organization is the charitable organization. Now these organizations are generally set up by the government, rich people and voluntary agencies who comes forward to help the poor in various ways. Now remember, these organizations exist to provide financial assistance in the form of donations for various social causes. Another point to remember in regard to charitable organization are that they can be set up in the form of trusts and other organization to offer financial assistance either in cash or kind for the welfare of the poor and downtrodden. Now they can be set up in the form of, first is the educational trust. Now these trusts are the ones which run schools and colleges to provide free education to the poor people. They tend to offer scholarships and loans to bright children from poor families. And some of these educations are the ones which even run the free libraries. Moving to the second way in which these organizations can be set up is the clubs. Now you already know the example of these clubs, like we have Lions Club or Rotary Club, which tends to organize various kinds of blood donation camp, eye checkup camp, etc. to help the poor people. Now these organizations, they also provide help to the victims of natural calamities such as flood, fire, earthquake, etc. Now the third way in which the charitable organizations can be set up is the voluntary association. So first of all, you have to understand the term voluntary. Voluntary means that without any force, and voluntary association means what? If a group of people are coming together on their own for the fulfillment of their own common objective, then that will be known as the voluntary association. Now these are the organizations which have set up dharamshalas, night shelters, etc. to provide accommodation to the people who have no place to stay. Similarly, many charitable bodies, they donate money to the National Defense Fund, Prime Minister's Relief Fund, and if you remember in the previous segment we have also studied about PM Cares. So that also falls under the category of a voluntary association. The second kind of non-profit organization is the educational organizations. Now these organizations, they set up schools and colleges with the main objective to offer educational facilities to the poor or to the public in general, but at the nominal prices. The various examples of these organizations are various schools, colleges which are set up and run by the state government or by the central government, IITs, IIMs, libraries and other educational institutions which have been formulated with an objective of the development of human resources in the country. But remember, over here they are not providing education free of cost, but they tend to provide education facility at the nominal prices. For example, if you compare the fees of a private school with the fees of the government school, then you will find that the fee of the government school is comparatively less as that of private school. So that is the difference between the private organization and the educational organizations which are running with an objective of providing education at the nominal cost. The next one is the religious organization. Now these are very simple. If you look around yourself, you will find number of temples, churches, gurudwaras, mosques, etc. which exist to provide facilities to people for their religious activities. And whatever religious services they are providing, against that they are not going to ask for any kind of monetary benefit. And that is why they again fall under the category of non-profit organization. Moving to the next one is the public health organization. Now, public hospitals and dispensaries, clinics are set up in order to provide free medical facilities to public in general. Especially in a poor country like India, these organizations, they play a very important role in promotion of public health, because over here the maximum number of people are not able to avail proper medical facility. So such organizations tend to provide proper and good medical facilities to the people who belong to the poor category in order to uplift their health and their efficiency. The next kind of non-profit organization is the municipal organization. Now, municipal organizations are the authorities which we are going to find in every state and in every union territory, which tend to provide the essential services to the general public, like the services of water supply, electricity supply, sanitation, cleanliness, etc. Now, all these things are the example of municipal organization. Moving to the next one is the political organization. Now, political organizations are nothing but they are the political parties which exist to protect and promote the interest of the members. The examples are given over here, like we have Bharatiya Janata Party, we have Aam Aadmi Party, Congress, etc. So these are all the political organizations which are working together collectively for the benefit of the member and for the benefit of the entire nation without any monetary objective, and that is why again they fall under the category of non-profit organizations. Now we are left with the last two kind of non-profit organization. So starting with the seventh one, that is mutual benefit organization. Now, these organizations are the voluntary associations which are set up for the benefit of their members and their public. The best example of mutual benefit organization is the trade union. Now, trade union is nothing but it talks about a group of persons who are working in a similar profession and they decide to come together to fight for their own rights and their demands. And when they come together to fight for their own rights and demand, they form a trade union. And those trade unions, they will fall under the category of mutual benefit organization. Now moving to the last kind of non-profit organization is the common weal organization. These organizations are established for the benefit of the public at large or for the whole society. The examples for common weal organization is the army, police, fire services, etc. Now you think and tell that whatever services been provided by the Indian Army, is it meant only for a single person or is it meant only for a group of people? The answer is no, because whatever service being provided by the Indian Army, they are providing that services for the whole country. Similarly, whatever services being provided by the police, it is not being provided for an individual or for a group of community, but they tend to provide those services for the entire society. So that is why they are known as the common weal organization. So under this segment, we have studied about 8 different kinds of non-profit organizations. And by going through all these kinds of organization, we have understood that they are working collectively and together with the main objective of providing one or another kind of social welfare to the society. Their main objective is not to earn money, but their main objective is to render some kind of social service or welfare in the society. And that is why they are known as the non-profit organizations.